Hello and welcome to the Happily Ever After Summit. I am your host, LaToya J.R. And today you're learning how to co-create a marriage filled with love, intimacy, and adventure. Our expert today is Karen, and I'm going to have her introduce herself and tell you what it is that she does and how she's going to help you.
Well, hello there. So nice to be here. It's such an honor. Thank you so much, LaToya, for this opportunity. This is wonderful.
I'm super excited.
I know, it's cool.
So tell everybody what it is you do.
Well, I'll tell you what I do. It's kind of unusual. I'm a theta healer. I'm a master theta healer. And what that is, or what I do, theta healing is a simple meditation that you can do that connects you to God or source or whatever that energy is for you so that you can get a healing. And physiologically, what happens when we go into that meditation together is your brain waves slow down into what's called the theta brainwave dominant state. This is a natural time, like when we're just about going to sleep or we're tipping off into sleep. And we just get to that dream state. So you don't feel like you're here or there, but you feel like you're kind of floating. There's no time. This brainwave allows us to access our subconscious mind because this is the same brainwave they use in hypnotherapy. So we already have decades and decades of research done on this. So we know this. And the way it's different is we're accessing a divine energy, a loving energy. And when we go into that state and our mind can actually talk to our body and talk to our subconscious, we can change belief systems and patterns that have been harmful to us our whole life. So maybe you think I'm worthless, I'm nothing, I'll never amount to much in my life, I'm unlovable, those sorts of things, I'm alone. Those sorts of things are a part of a lot of people's makeup, and those are the things that can hold you back in your life. And so we can access that energy and then shift those beliefs, shift those patterns. Also feelings we can let go of, and you can allow yourself to let go through this meditation of bitterness, of resentment, of anger, of betrayal, all these things and grudges and all of these things that, just hold us down so much. And we can replace that with love, with compassion, with understanding, and anything else that you want. It's sort of like getting energetic downloads of your favorite flavors of ice cream, I like to say. And so you end up leaving your baggage and just becoming more of who you really are in this process. And as you become more of who you are, you're actually naturally a very joyful being. If you notice, most babies are really happy unless something's going on with them. For a second, they're like, hey, and then they cry for communication. But in general, babies are very, very joyful. And this is the state that we go back into. And you tend to attract people who have the same negative belief systems as you do. So as your beliefs change and you become much more deserving and love yourself more, those are the kinds of people that you bring into your life. And you also bring them in for business, for making, however you make your money, however it comes to you, and your health and getting good doctors or getting good health professionals to help you out, releasing weight, anything, getting rid of healing phobias, those sorts of things. Accessing these belief systems and these feelings can help you, when they're healed, can help you heal these external symptoms that show up in our lives.
Wow. When I relate that to marriage, I think about I really wanted to be married and have that great relationship. But then after I got married, these really weird thought process and belief systems just came out of nowhere. I have to be a submissive wife, and I thought weird about the word submissive. I thought I had to be quiet. Weird stuff came up, and I'm thinking that could have really helped in the beginning, to change my belief system around it, because it was something that I truly wanted, but this subconscious weird garbage was in the background. So yes, everyone needs this.
Absolutely. And things like that come up, especially when you have a big love in your life or you have a big transition, like you're getting married. And that can be a really positive stress. It can be a really negative stress, but you're trying to, negotiate between these two people living together and being together and moving forward in a life together. And that requires compromise and different sorts of things. But you come up with these societal beliefs, which is basically that wives should be submissive to their husbands. And then you can get the ancestral beliefs that are the same things. And that's what's so wonderful about theta healing also, is that it addresses those levels as well as the level of us being here. So yeah, it's big stuff.
I needed you like 7-8 years ago. We're pretty good now. I've been with my husband a little over a decade, but I promise you, I needed that.
Congratulations, get a golf clap. 10 years is good. 10 years. I'm in 15 years right now into mine. So it's wonderful. And it's challenging sometimes. It's very challenging, but it's incredible.
It's a really interesting journey. I just can't even, you can't compare it to anything else. No. Okay, let's get into it, because I can keep talking all day.
Sure.
What does relationship readiness mean to you?
Relationship readiness is, to me, it's so many things. It's just at that point where you're just ready to open up, like you said, and share your life with somebody. Be ready to take in another person, another energy into your life. And I think it requires a level of self-acceptance, actually. Because if you come in and you're saying, hey, this is who I am, and I'm coming to meet you and see if we could be a match, you're really getting into this place of, let's see how we can be together. Because I believe that when you're with someone, they're your acceptance teacher, and there are things that you're going to love about them. And maybe that's the reason you got married. They're funny and they're smart and they're sexy and all of these sorts of things for you. Yet then you see them in a regular context in a life, just within life. And maybe they're not that nice all the time. Maybe they have crabby, moments. And maybe there's certain times that they are feeling, like they weren't heard or whatever, and they're reacting to something in their life. So there's a lot that you can go through in a marriage. And so opening yourself up to be ready to love again is opening yourself up to a whole new adventure, with two people, and allowing that other person to be there for you.
I love that acceptance teacher. I am definitely I'm taking that one. I'm definitely going to take that one. I'm going to give you credit, but I'm definitely going to take that one. That was really good.
Good. You can wear a hat with that on it. So
little t-shirt.
Or a t-shirt. Yeah, that's true.
T-shirts are good. So the second question is, how do couples keep the love strong in their marriage?
By prioritizing their relationship. That's very important. When you have kids, do you have kids? I don't know.
Yes, two and 4.
Oh, wow. So you're really in it. You're really in the little ones. I have a 9-year-old girl. So when you have children, it's a big deal. It's a huge, huge love. And that love can do a lot to you. That can freak you out because you've never loved anyone so much. It harkens you back to the way you were treated as a child. And you get this real big opportunity to heal all that through your parenting and through this new little relationship with this amazing little being, or like you're lucky you got 2. So, what happens is, and especially, because you're at the 2 and the 4, when they're like, feed me right now. I need this right now. Do everything, drop everything because you're in my life. Right? Right. Exactly. Pulling on your hair, everything. You can, you can prioritize that over your relationship, which you should right now. You absolutely should, because you've got a 2 and a 4-year-old. And when you have children, you do that, but you get into the habit of doing that and you don't create time to take care of your relationship. And that is a very, very big thing. What's his name? Anthony Robbins. Sorry, I was like Tom Robbins, Tim Robbins, Tony Robbins. Tony Robbins. He's slightly known around the world. He said something that I never forgot, just a little bit. And that was, if you want to keep the love in your relationship going, you want to keep the passion going, do the things that you did at the beginning of the relationship. Right? What did you do? You went out to dinner, you got dressed up, right? You were ready for fun. Now, you didn't have kids, so all you were going to do is go out, have fun, and fool around. And so who's not going to be happy? Who's not going to be happy with that, right? There's no stress. There's no, there's not somebody, like you said, pulling on your hair or telling you to do this, or you got to take them to the bathroom or anything like that. So, but even though you have a 4-year-old and you have a 2-year-old, or even that I have a 9-year-old, we have to set time aside so that we can be that couple again. If it's once a week, if it's every other week, or if it's an hour on a certain day, whatever it is, go and embrace each other in that way, because that's what's got you to here. And that's what's going to take you forward.
It's so crazy that you just said that, because I just did like a really quick video on it, because a client asked me, it was like an email question. Who comes first, your husband or your kids? And I was like, you're not going to like my answer. She's like, what? I was like, your husband has to come first. She was like, what? I'm like, wait a minute, okay? You decided to marry him for the rest of your life. Your kids are going to be gone, 18, 20, they're going to go out. I have 2 boys. Hopefully they're going to get like married and have their own kids. And I'm going to still be right here with the person I decided to live my rest of my life with. Also, I feel like if you have a really good relationship with your partner, the overflow of like love and abundance naturally is going to fall to your kids. You have like a crazy tense relationship where he's not feeling loved and you're not feeling desired and all this crazy. Your kids are going to feel that. And it's kind of like they're losing out on this really great experience. You don't have to tell them this is how you should love or this is how you should have a relationship. They can see it for themselves. So I know that you guys are going to be like, what? But yes, husband and kids. Wife and then kids.
We have to have the balance. It's when we get out of balance. If it's all no husband or no partner, then you're off balance.
I did that. It's easy when you first have them. They're so cute and they smell so nice. You just want them to protect them all the time. Me and my husband were super, what do you want to call it, kid focused. And then one day we were like, hey, I don't think we want to date in like 3 months. He was like, yeah. You should probably do that. And then we went on a date and then we only talked about them. And then we're like, okay, next date we're going to try not to talk about this. It's a process. Don't judge yourself either way it goes. Just love it. Love it all the way through. Okay, so what were we saying?
I said absolutely.
Yeah. Okay, so I done ran all into our time. So I really want to make sure that you tell everybody about your free gift, because I'm definitely going to get it. I don't know if you know this, but I have been hypnotized before. I know it's not what you do, but I truly believe that it works when you get into that zone. It's I don't know how to explain it. It's almost like floating and so super easy.
Yeah.
I love it. So go ahead and tell everybody about it because they got to get it.
Okay. Well, this is called the Healthy Intimacy Evening Meditation. I teach healing circles and I do that sort of thing, and this was a part of it. And basically, it's a recording of me, and I'm giving what we call energetic downloads, which is what you get from theta healing. So I'll say things like, would you like to know what this feels like? Would you like to know what it feels like to be completely loved? And since you're in that state, that theta state with me, when I ask you if I can come into your space at the beginning of the session, and you say yes, and then I'll say, would you like to know what it feels like to be completely loved, completely safe, what it feels like to be embraced? And all of those wonderful feelings that when you say yes, you allow your mind to tell your body that this is what that feels like, and bring that in. And you do it at night and it's only 8 minutes long. It's really short. Listen to it before you go to bed, because whatever is the last thing that you heard or experienced before you go to sleep is going to marinate in your subconscious brain for 8 hours.
Wow.
You're taking 8 minutes and stretching that out into 8 hours of time. That's why I'll only watch a comedy is the last thing if I watch TV at night. And I can't handle anything else because I go to bed and have weird dreams. So this one is geared towards helping you have healthy intimacy in your life, healthy closeness, healthy boundaries, feel deserving of love, and feel deserving of self-love. And all of those things are going to attract wonderful things into your life and wonderful people into your life. So you can listen to it every night if you'd like before you go to bed. And it's just going to kind of have a snowball effect. And the more you listen to it, the more it feels good, the more you already believe these things and these feelings are inside of you. So it's a really, really wonderful thing. I was listening to it the other day again. I'm like, oh, this really makes me feel good. So if you feel good before you go to bed, nothing wrong with that.
I'm going to definitely get that. You just said something that sparked something. I watch Star Trek before I go to sleep. That would explain a lot of dreams. Explain a lot. But it's something about your voice that for somewhere, I feel it here when you're talking. This is what it feels like to me. So yeah, I'm definitely going to get that 8 minute, because I would love to feel that way right before I go to sleep and just be just in that happy moment. So everybody click the link below and make sure you get it. Already her voice is telling you right now it's going to feel real great. Thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
Oh, thank you so much for this opportunity. It was just lovely to speak to you. Anytime you want to, I'll be happy to come back.
Yay. Much love to my audience. Have a good day.
Bye.